So Shelley, everyone's talking about branch transformation and the fact that the purpose of the branch is changing. It's changing from transactional to more advisory. The footprint of the branch is getting smaller. We have fewer associates that have to take on more roles these days. We no longer have the luxury of devoting staff to just the teller transactions.
So David, that is so true. But what if there were an opportunity to lower operational cost by migrating consumers to self-service while maintaining the high-touch human interaction and actually improving the consumer relationship?
Exactly. Consumers are proving to be more self-sufficient. But the problem with the ATM technology and infrastructure we have today is it doesn't support all of the teller transactions normally found within the branch. Zenmonics and Diebold have joined together and formed a new platform for self-service technology that brings those teller transactions, moves those costly teller transactions to a self-service platform, but also gives you the opportunity to improve relationship, believe it or not, with the consumer. Consumers can do these transactions because they might need to have some assistance or authorization. We're doing that through a tablet technology, which you will see today. But more importantly, the associates have that opportunity to see who's at that terminal and to improve the engagement model, even though we're moving folks to a self-service platform.
You are so right, and we are excited to show you how we can help you do that. Imagine a new branch model where self-service devices are inside the branch, allowing and enabling teller-like transactions at that device. A new model that leverages existing branch systems. Let's take a look. So Jane approaches the self-service device, uses her card and PIN to cash a check. What you'll see when she inserts the check is that the device will actually image that check, present an image to her to confirm that that check was read correctly. You'll also see that she's attempting to cash a check over her normal transaction limit, so it asked her to choose an account in which that overage would be deposited. She also then got to select the denomination of the amount that will dispense. Once that is confirmed, she gets her cash. In the next scenario, we'll see she's actually going to authenticate with her driver's license. Once she scans her driver's license, a real-time photo is taken of her at the machine. The image of the driver's license, as well as her real-time photo, then go to the iPad.
So what you see here is a tablet application where we're monitoring those three terminals in our branch. And you see that Jane's over here at terminal number 1 and started the session. And we see now that she's requested authentication via her ID. So from across the room or anywhere else, the associate now acknowledges that request. We can see all the information that we have about Jane from our core systems. So we can match that up against what the ID she's presented, as well as the image that was captured at the terminal, authorize the transaction, and send her on her way. Later on, Jane were to come back, and now she's requesting an override. In this particular case, Jane has requested a $1,000 withdrawal from the terminal where her daily limit is usually $600. Now, because we're tying the system back to the core systems, I know everything about Jane's relationship with us as her financial institution. So I know basically whether or not she's good for it and can authorize that transaction. The secret here is we're providing these transactions at less cost because we're allowing the terminal and the consumer themselves to do most of the heavy lifting. We're only involving the associate where absolutely necessary. They can be doing this from across the room or down the hall.
That's terrific. Jane went to the branch to perform transactions, did them herself. It was fast and it was simple. So David, does the tablet provide visibility to all devices that would be in the branch and also all consumer activity?
All the branches, all the consumer activity. And as you can see here, the relationship really that we have with the consumer. We're looking at the accounts already engaged with Jane. We can look at their contact history. If Jane were here a couple of weeks ago and had asked about a car loan, we now have a reason to come up and engage with Jane and say, what did you decide to do about that car loan? We can also take a push from the CRM system to know what would be the offer that best fits Jane's needs.
So what we've shown you is just a few examples of the transactions that we can move to self-service, leveraging branch systems and not being limited by some of the restrictions that would normally be held on your normal ATM rails. It allows maximum utilization of your institution, your branch resources, and as David said, they only get involved when they need to be or when there's an opportunity to build that relationship with the consumer.
So what really sets this solution apart from others is the fact that we also include technology for supporting sales, meaning product presentation, needs assessment, even account opening, lobby management, so handling both the scheduled and walk-in consumers, as well as the usual services that are provided within a branch. But it's not just within the branch that matters. These same applications can be taken outside the branch to community events, meeting consumers where they work, or even out at a Starbucks. This is the technology that truly enables the universal banker model. And obviously we can't take you through everything that we could do with this technology today on the 7 minutes we have on stage, so we'd like to invite you to come by and see us at booth 33, and we'll take you through it in detail. So, as we say, that's the tall
and the short of it. Come see us in our booth.